Hi, this is Dan. I wanted to share with you a little bit of our experience as a church in using an FM transmitter and having church in the parking lot with people tuning in on the radio in their car. And to begin with, it worked really well. And I had never done anything like this before. And yet when I put it all together, I found out it's really easy. And I hope you can find that too. So it all starts with this FM transmitter right here, and it just plugs into an electrical outlet in the back. And when you plug that in, you can turn it on. And this one's set to 88.5 because there are no FM stations at 88.5 here, but you can adjust it up and down according to what you may or may not have for that. And so anything that is picked up by this is sent out through this antenna, and people pick it up on their radios. And then I got this device. This is the receiving end of a wireless mic, and I just plug that in here, like that. This and the microphone, by the way, are rechargeable. So you just plug it in to a USB and you can recharge it. And then on this end is the transmitting part of the microphone. It has a little microphone up there on the top. You can see it by my finger. That just didn't work well at all. So I ended up buying this lapel mic. I had originally thought, I'll just plug a microphone in from the church's sound system. Well, I could make them fit into that little hole, but they didn't work at all. So you've got to get something that's designed to work with these. It's the same brand as these little transmitter and receiver, the Rode brand. And so that just plugs in here. And now everything that I say through this microphone is transmitted here, received here, and sent out on the FM transmitter. I haven't fully tested the range on this microphone and these transmitters, but I was at least 40 feet away and had no trouble with the signal. So it's got pretty good range. One of the questions that I had and most of us wondered about was how far this would reach. And I was concerned that it wouldn't reach in our parking lot to the end and people would have to crowd together and such. Well, no worries. I had some folks from the church that, as they were coming to the service, tuned their radio to 88.5, and as they got within 2 blocks of the church, they could hear the music and things that I had playing as sort of preparation for this time of worship. So it worked really, really well, which, the other thing that you can do, you can see there's a second input right here. So this is the microphone input. This one is a second input. I plugged the headphones jack. I plugged into the headphone jack on my computer and also into here, so that then any sound that came out of the computer was also picked up by this. So I had some hymns and would play the hymns in between some of the things that I would say. And yes, I wondered if you had to have just one or the other going, and you don't. They can both happen at the same time. In other words, if the music is playing and I want to speak also, people will hear both music and my words. So you can have one or the other or both. But I think you can plug maybe your phone in there if you've got music on that, a laptop computer, any of those kinds of things, and it worked just really, really well. And long story short, we found it to be remarkably easy, and the folks in the church loved it. It was a chance to get together. Even if all we could do is wave at each other through car windows, we could see each other and know that we were there. And that was just really important for the folks here. I hope you find this helpful. I hope that you can look at this and say, gee, that really isn't that hard. It's kind of easy peasy. And yeah, it pretty much is. I'll put some links down below here to these different pieces that I purchased. It was all through Amazon, and the total was about $500. So it's not cheap, but it's not terribly expensive either. I hope you find it helpful. Blessings on you in this time where we learn again new ways of being in ministry to God's people. See you again.